Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we've got another Sencut knife to show you guys. This is the Crowley. You thought of it, didn't you? Somebody out there. Mr. Crowley. Yeah, you did. I know you did. Somebody out there had to have. Because, well, I do all the time. You're okay. Anyway, we start out normally with fit and finish. Do I really need to go over the fit and finish when it comes to Civivi and Sencut? Honestly, I don't think I do, because I've never had a knife from any of those companies. Civivi, Sencut, whatever line you want to get, the fit and finish has always been fantastic. Centering is very well done. You know, Sencut budget knife. I mean, there's several different, there's 5, 6 versions of the Crowley, something like that. We've got the black G10 version, of course. There's a Quaborsha wood one. Oh my goodness, that one looks amazing. Any of the versions, you're paying in between, I think it's between $45 and $50 for them. I don't think the Quaborsha wood is more than that. Let me see here. I've got it right here. I'm gonna look real quick because I want to tell you. Is it? No, it's not. It's $48.50. That one is a beautiful knife. Black blade, wood, but now this guy's coming in right about 45. Any of the versions between 45 and 50 bucks. D2 blade steel. I mean D2 G10 on this one. D2 and Quaborsha wood on that one. Black blade for 48 bucks. Oh yes, please. But right and left hand tip-up carry going on here. Open construction, as you can see. You do have a post there that will pretty much take a lanyard, so I think we're making everybody happy. Lefties, lanyard fans, very good. We've got multiple opening methods. I think we're making those folks happy. You've got the thumb studs there. You've got the button if you so choose, and you have a flipper right there. Now, like I said, no frills. It's a no frills knife. You got a nice, straightforward drop point blade, D2, as I said, and, you know, flat ground, and I'm loving it. I'll be perfectly honest with you. This knife is right up my alley. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to have bells and whistles. It just needs to look good and work, and to me, this one does very well. Action is pretty darn good on it. Detent as well is pretty darn good. Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to see that button. There's a little bit of stick on the button. I call it average. A little bit. I call it average stick. Really. But everything else, really looking good on this knife. So, all right, what do we have as far as our specs go? Let's see here. We have, overall, you're looking at just about, let me zoom out just a little bit more for you, get it all in there. So we're looking at, I mean, it's right at 8 inches. Pretty much 4.5 on the handle, which is going to give you 3.5 on the blade. Cutting edge is more like 3.25. Your grip length coming in at about 3 3/4, so it's a little bit more than my 3.5 inch finger span there, but very comfortable. That pocket clip is not even an issue for me. It's checking all the boxes. Budget, works well, and does exactly what I want it to. So there you go. There it is up against the Bug Out. Definitely a bigger knife than the Bug Out. And then the PM2 is going to be pretty close. It's going to be right in there with the PM2. Line it up pivot to pivot. Yeah, I mean, it's right there as far as overall length and the PM2. We are going to get a weight on it in here. Let's see, what do we got? Start out in grams. Sure, why not? 100 grams, that's going to be 3.5 ounces. I've learned that. Doing all this, I've learned that much. 3.5 ounces. What I basically consider, I like that 3.5 number. 3.5, great for EDC as far as weight goes. 3.5 inch grip length is pretty much perfect for me. So 3.5 is where it's at for me. Deep carry clip, not a whole lot. Tiny bit of peekaboo. Pretty darn good retention. Clip is pretty solid. Definitely like that. Now let's see. We got any weight reduction? Definitely got some weight reduction going on in there. So that definitely cuts out, on both liners, cuts out some weight and brings it down to that, for me, ideal carry weight. So, I think I've completely wrapped up the Crowley. Like I said, it is a no-frills knife. You've got a little bit of a swell here in the handle. That fits my hand perfectly. It fits right in between those two fingers. Like I said, that pocket clip, not an issue for me. Feels great in hand. It's got that straightforward drop point, flat ground blade, no frills, but it doesn't need it. Not for me anyway. It just doesn't need it. It's less than 50 bucks. They, like I said, that Croborsha wood model for less than 50 bucks. Man, that's a good deal. That's a very good deal. I think they could push that without. I know they're Sencut. They try to keep Sencut under 50, and I definitely respect them for that. I think they could push that model to 60 without much effort. But definitely below 50. That is very awesome. Quick, straight to the point, effective, budget gem of a cutting knife. Absolutely. I've been very happy with what I've seen from Sencut, and what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the Sencut knives? I know usually when I post a Sencut video, I've had very positive response to them. Nothing. They're really, to me, they're really kind of hard to criticize. I mean, if you don't like certain aspects, if you're not crazy about button locks, okay, you're probably not going to like it that much. I totally get that. But as far as bang for your buck, Sencut has got it all day long from everything that I've seen. And it's just the way it is, in my opinion. I don't know how else to put it. But kind of a little bit of a quicker review today. They're usually running about 10 minutes. I think I'm going to wrap this up less than 8. Hey, when it's a straightforward, good knife, don't need to talk about it all day. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks again to Sencut for sending it out. Thank you guys for coming by and checking it out with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.